Folks, do you remember this clip? The clip heard around the world. The clip that will be following AngelReese for the rest of her career. As long as her games don't sell out, as long as her games don't attract a good number of celebrities, as long as her games don't have any type of viewership motion, for lack of better terms, as long as all those three facts remain the same, this clip is going to follow her forever.
Ever notice how the loudest voices tend to echo the weakest truths? The kind that crumble the moment someone dares to question them. That moment just arrived for AngelReese. A Chicago Sky reporter challenged her to back up one of her boldest claims from last season, the one where she said, "People watch women's basketball because of me too." What happened next? 2 words. Viral for all the wrong reasons. I'll reveal that jaw-dropping exchange soon, but first, let's look at the numbers. Is AngelReese really the draw she claims to be? Or has she been surfing on Caitlin Clark's unstoppable wave this whole time? This story is more than a statistic, it's a cautionary tale about talking big before the scoreboard talks back. If you're Team Clark, comment baby goat over baby giraffe down below. Let's dive in.
So long since I've seen this clip, I forgot how arrogant AngelReese sounded. I forgot how full of herself AngelReese sounded. I forgot not only how nasty she sounded, the nasty facial expressions coinciding with her answer. You can see it clear as day. It's written on her face. She's disgusted that she's not getting the credit that she deserves.
Remember when AngelReese proudly declared to the world, "People watch women's basketball because of me too." That line from last year's WNBA season just collided with cold, hard reality, and the crash was spectacular. It turns out, the phrase "reality is coming" wasn't just a slogan, it was a warning, one that finally caught up to AngelReese herself.
Sorry, young lady. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody would be watching the WNBA additionally for you. This is all about Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is bringing the money to the game, the planes to the game, the TV viewership. The WNBA is on fire because of Caitlin Clark.
At the height of her heated rivalry with Caitlin Clark, Reese didn't just see herself as a star, she painted herself as the reason fans tuned in. After LSU's fiery championship victory over Iowa a couple of years back, Reese basked in the spotlight, fully embracing the fame. She claimed her seat next to Clark in the throne room of women's basketball, insisting both of them shared equal credit for the record-breaking viewership. The message was bold, crystal clear, and loud. Women's basketball needs both of us. But time has a way of testing every claim, and that test was about to begin.
So AngelReese was asked about this exact statement, and she decided to duck it.
Fast forward to the Chicago Sky's 2025 season press conference. Cameras flashing, reporters packed in tight. One brave journalist leaned forward and asked the question everyone had been waiting to hear. Did AngelReese still believe people were watching women's basketball because of her too? The room went still. The air tightened. Every lens pointed straight at her.
Last year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you too. A year later, do you feel like you're
Next
getting
question.
Yeah, we'll move on. Thank you. Move on to
Her reply, just 2 words. Next question. No stats, no defense, no fire. Just silence that roared louder than any speech could. The tension was suffocating. Her once bold statement dissolved in real time, replaced by a dodge that said everything she didn't want to admit. In that moment, the spotlight she craved turned into a mirror, and what it reflected told the whole story.
Now, keep in mind, whoever asked this, and there's people clowning the person that asked this, it was her statement going during the basketball season from last year, and the person's asking for her current feelings on said statement, her own statement. She pulled a next question. She ducked that. She duck goose that right out of existence.
This moment wasn't just awkward, it was exposing. When confronted with her own words, AngelReese couldn't back them up. No proof, no data, nothing but silence. And really, why would she even try? The numbers alone shatter her narrative. Let's lay them out. Last season, the Chicago Sky averaged around 8,000 fans per home game. Not bad, but far from elite. Meanwhile, the Indiana Fever, led by Caitlin Clark, packed over 17,000 fans into Gainbridge Fieldhouse every single night. Sold out, wall to wall. The truth. The stands told a story Reese never wanted told.
He talked about sold out arenas. What arenas are selling out that Caitlin Clark isn't playing in? I need to know. I need to know. What the Las Vegas Aces? No, the Las Vegas Aces sell out their season tickets. Tell me somebody who's selling out every damn place they go that's not named Caitlin Clark. Tell me somebody who's attracting celebrities, numerous celebrities everywhere they go, not named
Fast forward to this season. Reese's much-hyped homecoming game at LSU, the place where she became a national star, the arena that once roared her name. You'd expect a hero's welcome, right? Instead, only 6,000 fans showed up at the Pete Maravich Assembly Center, an arena built for over 13,000. Not even half full for the return of their so-called hometown queen. The silence from those empty seats said more than any headline ever could.
Her statements from last year, that's from a circus. That was a clown show statement to have made about watching for us and blah, 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 blah.
And it didn't stop there. The numbers kept sinking. The Chicago Sky's preseason home game against the Minnesota Lynx barely drew 4,600 fans. Let that sink in. Her own home court half empty. When the Sky traveled to Minnesota, attendance ticked up to 7,600, but let's be real, most were Lynx fans there to see their own team. These aren't the numbers of a superstar carrying women's basketball forward. These are the figures of a player blending into the crowd while someone else, Caitlin Clark, keeps rewriting the record books.
We're going to find out very quickly who amongst the Chicago Sky fans are really and truly basketball fans, or are they AngelReese, the content creator fans? Because, and you got some of those folks obviously tuning in for basketball, but is it because of AngelReese or for the best interest of the Chicago Sky team and you want to see them win ball?
By now, the pattern was impossible to ignore. Game after game, the seats told the same painful truth, and AngelReese refused to face it. After her LSU return flopped, her mother jumped onto social media, scrambling to spin the story, posting in her defense. But sometimes, damage control only makes the damage louder.
AngelReese's mom taking to X to tweet this. After all of the hullabaloo about Caitlin Clark and the high ratings, she says, that certain fan base looking in the stands celebrating attendance, while others are looking up in the rafters celebrating championship banners. We ain't the same. Different year, same haters. Have a great day. Well, all right. It is a different year, and it is the same haters, but I think you're calling yourself out, Mama Reese.
The tone of those posts said it all. Defensive, sharp, almost desperate. When the facts aren't on your side, the next move is often to attack the people presenting them. That next question moment wasn't just Reese dodging a reporter, it was her dodging reality. She made a claim she couldn't back up, and now the receipts are rolling in, one sellout at a time. Numbers don't lie, they expose. And when you stack Reese's stats next to Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, the contrast is almost brutal. Because in this game, talking about being a draw and actually being one are two completely different things, and one of them has just been benched by the truth.
And said next question, so she doesn't want to take responsibility for her own word.
While AngelReese keeps dodging questions about her real impact, Caitlin Clark doesn't have to say a single word. Her story speaks through sold-out arenas, shattered records, and raw numbers that silence every critic. The data doesn't whisper, it screams. And what it's saying is almost painful for anyone who ever tried to stand shoulder to shoulder with her.
AngelReese voluntarily went on a, quote, they're watching for me too, and I want y'all to realize that rant, because she wanted that attention. She created the drama, asking her about her comment as we enter a new season is perfectly normal and not stirring things up. Absolutely.
Remember Caitlin Clark's legendary homecoming at Carver Hawkeye Arena? Every single one of those 15,000 seats was gone in under 45 minutes. That's faster than watching a single quarter of basketball. Fans weren't just buying tickets, they were scrambling, refreshing, desperate just to be part of a moment in history. Because this wasn't just another basketball game, it was a movement, a phenomenon, a once-in-a-generation sight no one wanted to miss.
Caitlin Clark mania, and here we go again. 1.3 million people tuned in on Sunday afternoon to see Caitlin Clark return to Iowa as a professional and start raining in three-pointers from ridiculous distances.
Reese's defenders love to claim that Clark's popularity only exists in Iowa and Indiana. But the receipts tell another story, one written in bold ink and record sales. Caitlin Clark's jersey became the second best-selling jersey in all of basketball in 2024, right behind Steph Curry and AngelReese, nowhere near the top 10. Clark stands alone as the only WNBA player on that list, outselling NBA legends like LeBron James and multiple-time champions. Analysts say she's on pace to grab the second spot in all-time WNBA jersey sales, and she's only in her sophomore season. These aren't just numbers, they're milestones carved into basketball history.
About viewership, tell me everybody who's getting consistently over 1 million views on their basketball games, not named Caitlin. Oh, okay. And then AngelReese goes into, oh, I'll be happy to play the villain role. I'll be happy to play the villain, but don't be mean to me. Don't be mean to me. But I'll be happy to play the villain role.
Want the contrast to hit even harder? Look at the ticket prices. We're talking preseason games. Yes, preseason. Featuring Caitlin Clark averaging over $600 per seat. That's not a typo. $600 to watch exhibition basketball. Those are prices that make NBA franchises jealous. It's the highest average ever recorded for a basketball game at any level, men's or women's. Clark didn't just set a new record, she obliterated the scale itself.
AngelReese, why are we next? This guy set you up perfectly to give an answer of you being full of yourself. Oh, I'm so glad you asked that. They are only watching because of me too. They only know that other girl because of me too. They only go to her games instead of my games because of me too. They only watch all of her games instead of watching all of my games because of me too. She's the #1 jersey seller in the WNBA. Why? Because of me too. That's why. Time Magazine Sports, because of me. Everything Caitlin Clark has is because of me. Angel, you could have done that.
And her impact doesn't end with the scoreboard. Entire franchises are reshaping themselves around her presence. Teams scheduled to face the Indiana Fever are literally moving their games to larger NBA arenas just to fit the fans rushing in to see her. No one, not even AngelReese, has ever caused that kind of shockwave. Then came the merchandise boom. The Fever launched their Now You Know campaign centered around Clark, and sales exploded across every category. One shirt says it best: every game is a home game. It's not just clever marketing, it's reality. Wherever Caitlin Clark steps on the court, the crowd belongs to her. The Fever have become the must-watch team in sports, and deep down, everyone knows exactly why.
Saw this thread on Twitter. I was shocked by it. I was pleasantly shocked and surprised. I thought it was so cool and so sad.
And then comes the most telling proof of all, the kind of evidence that no amount of talk can overshadow. The Indiana Fever will have 41 of their 44 games nationally televised this season. That's 93% of their entire schedule. For perspective, even the Los Angeles Lakers, yes, the NBA's crown jewel, have only 39 national TV games when a WNBA team outshines one of the most powerful brands in sports broadcasting. Something bigger than hype is happening. And it's not luck, it's Caitlin Clark. Networks don't chase players, they chase profit. Profit follows ratings. Ratings follow Caitlin. The league knows it too. That's why their newest campaign doesn't just feature her, it revolves around her. The message is clear. The WNBA isn't just promoting a player, they're spotlighting a movement.
Of course, we have the Indiana Fever being that premier team in the WNBA. They are the team that has the most fans. Like they said, every away game turns into a home game. Like, they know that they have that fan.
Attendance, merch sales, TV coverage, they all echo the same truth. Caitlin Clark isn't just a great player, she's the economic engine driving the WNBA surge into mainstream relevance. She's rewriting what female athletic influence looks like, not through talk, but through proof. One player makes loud claims and hides behind next question. The other quietly dismantles every doubt with sold-out arenas and world recordment. This isn't about favoritism or fandom anymore. It's not about who talks better or plays louder. It's about measurable, undeniable, history-making impact. And when the numbers speak, even the critics fall silent.
We have today, basically clapping back at all of that and proving that they know that they are the moment, they are the Showtime team, they are the biggest team currently in the WNBA. This kind of stuff is not only good for the Indiana Fever, it's good for the entire WNBA.
The Fever didn't just draft Caitlin Clark and cross their fingers. They built an entire franchise blueprint around her, and that's where the real difference begins. They understood something fundamental. Star power only matters if it's supported. While the Chicago Sky scrambled to figure out what to do with AngelReese, is she their future, a marketing tool, or just a sideshow? Indiana made its move with precision. They went all-in, surrounding Clark with elite veterans, Sophie Cunningham, Dana Bonner, and Natasha Howard. Every signing, Every roster shift felt intentional, designed to make Clark thrive immediately. Cunningham even compared Clark to a young Diana Taurasi, saying her game is spicier, flashier, and somehow even more dangerous. That's not flattery, that's recognition. Real players recognize real greatness, and the Fever, they recognized it first.
I think anytime you play with the GOAT of our team, or the GOAT of our game, you're going to learn a lot. You have to be ready for the ball, head on a swivel at all times. And the way that she throws the ball is a lot how DT threw it. I think this is just the younger version of her, so she has a little bit more energy, a little bit more spunk. I miss DT in her prime, but it doesn't mean she wasn't great when I played with her. But honestly, at the end of the day, everybody can shoot, right? If you're cutting and you're open, you're going to get the ball. And so you just have to be ready for that. And I'm excited for that. And I think you'll see 1 through 5 is interchangeable. And so you'll see the 5 bring the ball down. So it's going to be a little different for other teams to play defense against us.
This is where the gap between the Fever and the Sky becomes crystal clear. Indiana knows that true star power isn't just about headlines. It's about infrastructure. You can't just plaster a player on a billboard and expect fans to show up. You build chemistry, stack wins, and give people something worth believing in. That's why the Fever's roster, blending veterans like Bonner and Howard with young standouts Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hull, and Kelsey Mitchell, feels perfectly balanced. It's not just built to compete, it's built to win. Their message is unmistakable. We're not waiting 3 years. We're winning now. Meanwhile, Chicago's still fumbling for an identity. Are they building around Reese, or just hoping she figures it out on her own? The contrast isn't just strategic, it's philosophical. One franchise is chasing a vision, the other is chasing headlines.
Caitlin Clark make AngelReese point at the ring finger back at LSU? Did Caitlin Clark make AngelReese hop up off the bench like a member of Cobra Kai when Kennedy Carter cheap-shotted Caitlin? Does Caitlin Clark make AngelReese complain about everything? She can't afford to pay her rent. She can't do this. She can't do that. A lot of whining. But then all of the narcissistic comments at the same time. And maybe she comes by it on.
The Fever's transformation didn't stop at the roster. They've upgraded their facilities, expanded marketing, and embraced their new role as the centerpiece of the WNBA. It's not luck, it's execution, because turning Caitlin Clark's momentum into a national phenomenon takes more than talent, it takes alignment. Within a single year, Indiana went from forgotten lottery regulars to must-see TV, from overlooked to unmissable, from rebuilding to reborn. That kind of shift doesn't happen by accident. It happens when a franchise understands exactly what it has, a generational force, and decides to build the future around her. And make no mistake, that future is already here.
We're not here to chase greatness, we're here to claim it. Our ambitions don't fit into headlines or highlight reels. So if you thought we arrived,
2 more for Boston.
now you know. We're not here for the moment. We're here for the takeover.
The Indiana Fever's strategy proves one undeniable truth: when genuine star power meets smart organization, you don't just create a team, you build a phenomenon. Success in sports isn't luck, it's architecture. The teams that thrive don't just draft stars, they construct entire ecosystems designed for those stars to shine. While AngelReese keeps trying to validate her words with missing results, Caitlin Clark and the Fever are proving that actions always speak louder. Clark never had to say she was a draw. The Fever built an empire around the fact that she already was. The results speak for themselves: sold-out arenas, soaring ratings, and a fan movement that refuses to slow down. The contrast couldn't be more vivid. One player talks about her influence, while another silently transforms the league itself. One franchise is wandering through uncertainty, while the other is executing a master plan. This isn't just about talent, it's about philosophy. It's about understanding how to turn a moment into momentum and momentum into history.
May the 17th in Indianapolis, Indiana, when the season is going to be kicked off with the Ali Frazier of our generation. Caitlin Clark hosting the Chicago Sky and AngelReese. The Indiana Fever at Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis.
Now, the truth stands in plain sight. While AngelReese sidesteps questions about her impact, Caitlin Clark is rewriting the blueprint for women's basketball, one sold-out arena at a time. You can't debate packed stadiums, record-breaking jersey sales, and unprecedented national coverage. The 2025 season isn't just another year, it's the full unveiling of the Clark effect. Every week, millions will tune in as the Fever light up NBA arenas nationwide, while Chicago faces the impossible task of backing up bold words with tangible results. And that's the heart of it, the lesson that transcends sports itself. Some people talk about greatness, others become it. Caitlin Clark doesn't chase validation, she commands it. She doesn't speak to prove her worth, she performs until silence turns into applause. If you're Team Clark, drop a baby goat over baby giraffe in the comments below. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because this story is just getting started. Click the next video on your screen and we'll see you there.